Welcome back, guys and girls. Doing some more work on the 95 Nissan King Cab pickup truck. And as you can see today, I have a passenger side sun visor. And the reason being is that one was completely ripped out. So had to find something to replace it. There's the original style, and if you've looked for any of these are stupid expensive. I mean, it's ridiculous. I saw a NOS pair for $563 online, and people are smoking crack if they think you're going to pay that much for something, unless it's a show truck or something. So anyway, what I have here is a visor for a Toyota Tacoma truck. And the reason I chose this is roughly they're the same size and the same outline and everything. As you can see, this one is just, it's a little more rounded than it is rectangular. But basically, it's this shape and this size. And if you look at this, you will see that mounts just about the same. The clip is in just about the same position, and when this folds up in here, it will take up about the same space and everything. But if you can also see, the angle's not quite right, and I have to do some modifications on that mount. So first thing that's going to happen, sorry about the sunlight and everything, first thing that's going to happen is I need to remove this clip, take this mount off. Next thing is, these stick down where the originals are flat. And so I need to grind these off, cut them off, something. Next, this little square boss right here does not need to be square. It needs to be rounded. So I'm gonna round that off a little bit. And then lastly, hopefully, is the angle right there is off. So what I'm going to try to do is straighten this bend out slightly. Just change that angle. And having accomplished all that, I think it will fit. And oh, by the way, this was $25 online. So way better than the 80-some dollars or more for ones that fit this truck perfectly. Let's see what I can get done with it. Okay, well, I got those cut off, and I haven't smoothed it up or anything, not that it really matters, but cut those off, and I just thought I'd check and see before I try to round this off here. And actually, guys, it fits right up in there, and it looks like the screw holes line up and everything now. So now I've got to work on changing that angle on the rod so that everything lines up there, and then it should just fit right in. Okay, I don't know if you can see it down in there, but there is a metal pipe inside this plastic to give it rigidity, of course. So I'm gonna try to bend that. Let's see if I can get this where you can see it, but I don't want to collapse that pipe. So I am going to put that nail down in there in order to support that when I'm trying to bend it. So I've looked, and it looks to me like this here needs to be more in line with the top here, and then it should work. So I'm gonna see if I can get that arm bent to make that more straight, more parallel, and then we'll see if it works. All right, so I was able to get it to bend, and once that was straightened out, as you can see, everything fits. Yes, I did have a slight mishap. I knew I should probably try to heat this plastic, but in heating this plastic, I would have melted this right here. So I did it cold, and as you can see, it did crack. Okay, not a major concern because I will just take and put some epoxy in there and squeeze it. It will be sunlight. It will be perfect when it's done. I probably could have tried to pull this rod completely out, but I don't know how it's fastened in here, and I didn't want to tear this all up. So yes, don't be surprised if you try this and that happens. But like I said, epoxy's cheap. I get it at Dollar Tree. It sets in 5 minutes. No problem here. So I'm pretty sure that will work. I will get the epoxy put on it and I will mount this back in. And there it is, all mounted, guys and girls. Seems to work just fine. One thing about these Tacomas, they have an extension. So when you have it over here in the doorway, you can extend that out a little bit more. It's not a perfect fit, but I don't see why that won't work. And it was a hell of a lot cheaper than the other kinds. Perfectly serviceable, especially for an old junk truck that's just gonna mostly get used to drive back and forth to work. Well, if you guys want to try it, there's how I did it. Thanks for watching.